Hey guys, happy Friday. It's Clarice and I am on here, first of all, trying to fix my phone. I guess at some point these phone handles or these phone holders sort of lose their grip. So this keeps sliding forward. Anyways, I wanted to hop on here quickly, do a little bit of painting with you guys, but also talk about the new and exciting event that's coming up with Oakville's very own Naranj. This really quaint and cute little cafe with a Middle Eastern vibe in a very fancy area in Oakville. For those who are local, probably know of the place. Hey Jill, happy Friday. Anyways, and I wanted to pick your brain because I've been torn with what to have at this session. So I'm thinking either keep it florals because the interior, you have to check them out, guys. They are NARENJ Oakville, OAKVILLE. And I'm going to list it once this live posts on my feed as well. You have to check out their interiors. It is so cute. They've got these wooden chairs and tables and then plants galore all over. So this setup for this event happening on March 10th at 6 p.m. is going to be fabulous. And the menu that they have is above and beyond anything I've encountered on any of my winery experiences too. So they're doing a tapas style, tapas style 3-course, is it 3-course? No, 2-course meal, I would say, because there's the mains and then they've got dessert as well. So very, very excited for what's going to roll out for that evening. And 2 glasses of wine, a white and a red, which again, I think is pretty fancy. And then dessert comes with like an orange blossom tea or something. Anyway, so back to what I'm saying. So florals or landscapes. And I am going to paint landscapes today during our session. And I want to get your take on it. So I'll be using the granulating colors that I have swatched and reviewed on my YouTube channel. I don't know if you guys have checked that video out yet. Go check it out. It's on the channel. But I've got some leftover paint on here. I wanted to show you guys what that looks like. And then I also want to show you guys and pick your brain. Let me know if you think this is what I should teach at the event or something else entirely. So I'm going to flip this over so you guys can see my stuff, and hopefully this remains still and doesn't flop over. But here we go. Let's do this. Flip, flip, flip. Here we go. Okay, this is in the way. Just switch it this way. And I'm going to turn on an extra light so you guys can see better. And what I'm also going to do is I'm going to turn off comments just so I can, so you guys can see the screen properly and you don't have comments in the way. But here's the paint. So we've got Supervision and then the White Nights, the White Night colors. And I will use the Supervision for today. And here we go. So I want to do something simple, cute, artsy, fun, beginner friendly for the event. And this is what I had done with Supervision. I know I showed you guys this a couple of times. So something simplistic where we've got a sky, we've got maybe a waterbed or something. Doesn't even need to have any greenery at the bottom. And yeah, let's go with it. So I really liked some of the colors that I really liked over here, as you can see in my floral painting session that I had while swatching. Like this was very cute and dreamy, so was this color and also the purple. So if I get a blue for the sky and maybe even use a little bit of yellow to kind of show the sun. Let's see. Let's see what we get. So these are the colors I'm going to use. So in case you're looking for names. So golden brown. For the sky, let's do golden brown. Let's do blue violet. It's got a little bit of green in it. I think that would be nice. And then actually golden brown, and you know what? Midnight moon, because I really like that as well. And let's throw in the blue violet too. So many colors, can't even choose. And then possibly the rubia indigo. Okay, let's go. So I'm going to put my palette over here. By the way, this gorgeous palette, clay palette, is handmade by Patty. And I will list her info on my feed as well, so you guys can check her out in case you guys want your own. Thank you, Jill. They really are. So while I get my colors handy, I'll leave the comments open so you guys can comment. Westlake, okay. I don't know where on here I have Westlake. I think maybe Westlake is this one there, because it's got a little bit of that, it's got a little bit of purple with the blue. This is Westlake, right? Yes. Making sure it wasn't midnight, although I do want midnight as well. Now I gotta finish this, and then I have a quick phone call, some design work to do after. So I said let's do a little bit of painting on Instagram. Let's get you guys inspired to go ahead and paint something. Okay, I've decided I'm going to use the blue brown because I really like that color as well, and that was around over here. I can actually tell the colors just because of the two tones that they have. These colors were just like really caught my eye because it's not just one color, it's like you've got two colors in them, which is fabulous. And now I've not tried mixing colors that are already with two colors to see the effect you get. But here we go. We're gonna do we're gonna do a little bit of painting. Let's put this up here so you guys can, I'm gonna do vertical so you can see better. And now I'm going to turn off comments. So hold your comments till the very end, please. And turn off commenting. Here we go. So let's see if I can get this slightly higher so you can see my paint like this. Okay, first thing I want to do is just dampen my sheet. When you're new to watercolor and you've never really done it before, a lot of these things that some of us do regularly who are well seasoned with the medium are things that really are not obvious. And so when I teach a class, my main priority is to make people realize how soothing and therapeutic watercolor can really be. If you really just give it a chance, if you check all your extra, I was going to say baggage, but not really baggage, more like your expectations of yourself at the door, and just go in with an open mind and just get ready to sit down and explore. And when you keep an open mind, you're sort of allowing yourself to have more fun, and you're being less judgy on yourself, so you're being kind. Which is what I always tell you guys to do when you paint or just in life in general. Be kind to yourself, guys. Okay, so let's get to adding some color. So I'm going to start off with doing the blue violet because it's so pretty. And then we'll go into the yellow. So here's the blue. It looks like a cobalt blue, right? Like it looks completely blue. Can't tell that there's another color at all. So I got some of that color on my number 8, and here we go. So Just sort of adding it in, dipping the tip of my brush in water to get like a slightly muted version of this. I always say leave white space in between your strokes, and that is mainly because once the water kind of infiltrates and goes all around, it takes up all that white space that you may have left. So try and leave as much as you can, and this way when it dries up you don't have color all over the place. Just kind of darkening some of the areas, and then I want a little bit of a smooth transition. And so let's get some of that yellow happening. Actually, before I get that yellow, I just want to add tiny amounts of the blue. And before it dries, just a little bit more on a thinner scale for perspective, right? Because those are thicker at the top and you want thinner looking lines as you go lower. So leave it that way. And now let's get some of the golden yellowish color. And I don't want too much of this color, so. And again, I'm not trying to be super realistic. I'm being very, what's the word? I want this to be more of an abstract than anything else. So here we go, getting some of that yellow in there, throwing in some strokes in between the blues as well, just to sort of get a nice blend. Seems to be a little bit of a shadow. Turn on this extra light here. And then dragging this down a bit. So now we've got like that yellow halo sort of look in the horizon, if maybe you want to make this a horizon or something, I don't know. So now the next thing I'm going to do is leave a little bit of space, a little, like a sliver of a white space over here, and then I'm dampening this portion here. So yeah, so this is, I think this, something like this is a lot more easygoing and fun. People can sit around, enjoy each other's company, enjoy the food, and also enjoy what watercolor has to offer without sort of going crazy head in. Hold on, there we go. Without going super detailed, learning about something they've never tried before. Okay, so for the base, I want to do, what colors did I have? Let's do the dark blue, which is right there. I don't know how this is going to turn out because I didn't quite plan to see if it blends or doesn't, but here we go. Here's that dark blue. And what I'm going to do is do some strokes right here and allow that bloom to happen. So here we go. Gorgeous. Now this has like undertones of purple in it and it is so stunning. Honestly, the video doesn't do what it's capturing any justice at all. Like, I think once this is done, I will show you guys a close-up of what that looks like, just so you can see. You can see that bloom already. That itself, like when you lay down your first stroke and you're watching that happen, it's like it does something to the depths of your soul. I don't even know how to explain it to you, but it is just very relaxing to watch. Okay, so now I'm going to take a thinner brush, or a brush with a pointed edge. I still cannot find my number 4, guys, so I'm going to use my Daler-Rowney number 4, and I'll take that same color that we used here for the purple,
And did we use another color? Yeah, actually we have some of that brown. So I'm going to take the brown bits, and here's what I'm going to do. Again, I might just keep this. I think we could do this in 2 colors or even 3 colors. But I'm using a couple extra just because I did this video yesterday, and so you guys can see this happening live with me here on Instagram. So here we go. This is that nice brown with sorry, it's a blue with like brown undertones, I guess. See, this is still not giving me a nice pointed tip like the Princeton Velvet Touch, but this is what I have on hand right now, so I'll use it. So I'm going to do a little bit of a bark. No, what is it? I'm going to do a line here and then do the tree. And because this is damp, you can see that it is just blending in with everything. Also, the yellow is damp, right? So look at that, like very pretty effect if it's just plain watercolor in itself. But the fact that this is now, we're using this granulating colors by Supervision, which has these double undertones in them, makes it even more interesting because we've got 2 shades over 2 shades. And you know what? I'm going to wash off this brush and I'm going to use my new, where is it? Do I have it? Why is it my new Princeton detailing brush, which is the Lauren, it's from the Lauren collection and it's number 2. And you've seen me use this in the rose video, some of you at least. I'm gonna do, that's the trunk of the tree. That's what I was looking to say, trunk. So here we go. Now this has dried up just a tad bit more. So the longer we wait, the quicker, the more it gets dried, obviously, right? And so you'll notice that you'll get different effects based on the dampness. So over here, we've got this super crazy bloom, and over here, not so much because we waited a tad bit longer. So there's all these differences that you need to note when you're doing watercolor. And it can be frustrating if you're not paying attention to detail, which is why I give so much detail in my videos in general. It's not just me loving to chat, which I do, but it's because these are so key in watercolor. Like, you need to be paying attention. It's not a, oh, here's water, here's the color, and let's go. Especially if you are meticulous about your detail. And yeah, so I try to incorporate all these things into my sessions when I have my experience events at the wineries, and happening on March 10th at Naranj. So here we go. Let's do 3 trees. And in fact, so this paper is the Bao Hong paper, and it's a little bit extra thin, so you can see some buckling happening there. What I want to do now that it's a little bit dried up is take some of that darker blue that we have, or that purpley hue that we used at the bottom, and I just want to try and add, this is dried up already, add a little bit of that into the sky. I was thinking maybe it would be a damp a little bit still, but it isn't. Just picking up some undertones from the bottom. I won't be as meticulous for the event at Naranj, but it helps when we're doing it on Instagram, so I'm giving you as much detail as possible. Also, attendees can now refer to this video. I'll leave it that way. In fact, just taking some water on my brush, I'm going to lightly just have this blend in so it doesn't look like too dark. But now I'm almost done, and I'm going to show you guys a close-up of this so you guys can see the colors and how they blend in. And it is a spectacular, it's something I've not ever experienced before outside of manually mixing two different colors and, you know, getting that effect. We could do our little birds once it dries up, keeping it very basic. And this is dried up too. Yeah. Okay. So let's see. Let me do this. And let me turn on comments so in case you guys have any questions. And I'm just turning off the lights to see if I can get a better view for you guys so you guys can see it better. I think this is better. Maybe. Let's do this again. Nope. This way. Let's do it this way. Okay, so this is what we have. There, it's still a little bit damp here and there, but you can see the purple or the blue with the purple happening here. Sorry, yeah, like a light purple with a dark purple. Just stunning. This is still damp, so you cannot see the brown. You can see all the green, and then it's actually, yeah, it's like a greenish blue. It's more like a teal, but then we've got that yellow orange stuff happening in the background, which is kind of nice. And then we've got, I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's like really light pink undertones happening with the blue over here. And it looks sort of like that. But again, you can see like less is more. Over here, it was just like leftover paint that I just used and went for it. And then here, I obviously used a lot more. So we've got like some quick painting effects here using the supervision. Okay, let me see. I can see there's some comments happening here. I love the blue brown and blue purple blends. I know, right, Kathy? They are so, I love it too. It's one of the things that I'm looking forward to trying these with flowers just to see what that looks like. Hold on. Where's the flowers that I did? Here we go. I tried to use all the colors there. And then, anyone said anything? Jill, love this. I think it's perfect for your event. Thanks, Jill. I think so too. I'm going to try a flower thing soon enough though. Simple and beautiful. Thanks so much. You're welcome. If this was my first experience with watercolor, I would be sold and instantly addicted. Thank you, Kathy. I think so too. But I think like it's so important to keep these things in mind, right? Like I was saying, don't check all your expectations at the door. Do not compare your work. Remember to be kind to yourself. Remember to have fun. And remember, just like the recent reel that I put out, if you end up dropping your brush and you get a mark, be ready to roll with the punches and start creating again. And don't be afraid. It's just a sheet of paper, right? So anyways, thanks guys for watching.
So for those who are local and are wondering if you should come to the event or not, I think you definitely should. So check out Naranj, Oakville. I'm going to list it again below. And check out the video to the swatching that I did for these colors if you're looking to see the full range of colors that Supervision offers. I'll do another one for White Nights and maybe use that for flowers or something like that. So stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, check these ones out. You don't want to miss it. All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching. We'll chat soon.